On the Radiant side, we will have Team Virtus.Pro. We'll introduce them to start things off. Illidan Stormrage going to be on the Razor. He's heading top for now. Boots first for him. We've got Mag on the Death Prophet, actually switching over to what looks to be the mid lane. Lil going to be playing the support Witch Doctor. DK Phobos on the Night Stalker. And then finally it's going to be FNG on the Keeper of the Light. And I'll let you introduce Team Empire, Lysander.
Alright. Team Empire, we have Yoki on Empire Tidehunter with no cosmetics. We've always want to fly on that Ancient Apparition. Resolution playing that Invoker. Whipping out the Wizard Hat. And we have Aloha Dance. This guy. His name cracks me up every time. Rubik.
It's great.
Rubik. He's going to be playing Rubik. And Gyrocopter will be played by Silent. It's a 2-1-2. It would seem from Empire. Oh no. It's aggressive trialing. I didn't see the Ancient Apparition rotating. I'm not sure how Chilling Touch interacts with Gyro's flag, so we'll have to see.
I think you only do the bonus damage to the main target is my guess.
Ember Spirit does apply to everyone so long he has attacks left.
Yeah. But because the other ones aren't really actual attacks per se, but I'm not sure. We'll maybe see that in a second here, but...
Exploits.
Rubik AA kind of hiding off to the side.
I don't see the kill potential in this trialing though, and aggressive trialings that fail, you tend to just die.
Yeah. And as far as the 1v1
NS
matchups...
hits that level, man, it's just snowball all the way. You don't want to be under level when NS hits that nighttime.
This is one of the few bad matchups for Tide in a 1v1. He's going to lose all his damage. If he goes in for Anchor Smashes, Razor suddenly gets a bunch of bonus damage. And Tide can last hit a bit using Anchor Smash, but it's not really a lane he wins. Mid lane, pretty even matchup, I'd say. And then, yeah, you kind of mentioned the Trialing versus Trialing. We'll have to see who's going to be getting the actual kills off of this one. But
how are you going to get anywhere close with Coddle?
Yeah, trailing into Coddle is not fun.
Yeah,
and then
trying
go
to Witch Doctor is no
pulse.
fun already. You have 2.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. NS did get some buffs to base damage, I believe, so right clicking, easy peasy. 67, level 1, level 2. That's pretty high, I think.
Yeah, with the 2 branches, but yeah, that's insane. So, see top lane support's going to rotate up here. I think Empire realize these lanes
not working out.
Are not good for them. They're getting basically all 3 lanes. I'd say we're losing, apart from mid lane maybe, which is a bit of a even matchup.
Illidan, immediate TP. So he's like, alright, I'm taking over the shift from here. And Phobos gonna head up top. Does delay his boots though. No, he says I'm sticking around.
Aloha needs to be careful. He may get scouted by FNG. He's walking in, he's being pinged out, and gonna get just right clicked a couple times, so nothing much more of it. Rubik just rotating top lane as well. It looks like both teams will transition into kind of defensive lanes after these early offensive tri lanes.
Oh, Resolution. He is still saving that. Well, saving the orb. He's not really thinking about what to skill up just yet. Quas Wex or Exalt Quas, do you think?
I think we're seeing more Quas Wex with a control lately. And I think this is a good Quas Wex game. Go for the Orchid Rush and go from there. Mid lane though.
Dance. This could be good.
Supports are nearby, but they're looping around. Yeah, the damage is a struggle. Only Cold Snap. Because Mag went 2 in Quas, he doesn't have Tornado or anything yet.
Get the Exort, I think.
He needs one more creep. He's going to go in level 4, it looks like.
Exort. Get the Exort.
I think he's going Wex. I hate to break it to you.
There we go. Oh, I think it's a kill.
He didn't get level 4, but...
Come on, bro. That's a kill. 1. Oh, got him!
Just barely. That was no uphill miss.
Value of attack right there.
He's like, where was my uphill miss, man? Top lane, Illuminate gonna miss. Silent may try turn and fight, but DK Phobos is the one he's fighting, and that's not the hero you want to be right-clicking. That's taking the flat damage. Lil's gonna salve himself up, and FNG, one last Illuminate. Kills the Gyrocopter, goes down himself. Lil just gonna man fight against Always Wanna Fly, and we'll get a 2-for-1 trade in favor of VP.Polar, but here comes the rotation. Aloha Dance going to show up with a Fade Bolt. He's not got the damage to out DPS the Voodoo Restoration though. Here comes an Illuminate, and he's knocking this kill the cask. Going to end the fun, and it's a 3-for-1 trade in the end at top lane.
Who would have thought Witch Doctor? Such a tanker.
He just mans up. That just level 1 Voodoo.
That's the most value, I think, for that mana to health ratio. He just sits there and trades his tank and just looks at you.
You think you got the kill, and he's just laughing in your face. DK Phobos just throwing nukes out with the support of the chakra from the Keeper of the Light, and
it's a refreshing draft, I would say. We need to name this. It's the weather draft, I think.
The weather draft? How so?
Because you have day and night, and you have
weather. I thought you said wetter.
Oh, okay. Weather.
Yeah.
Singaporean tongue. Lazy tongue. But it's nighttime. Silence in trouble. Oh no.
Yeah. Rocket Barrage is one of the better spells to have against the Night Stalker, but Night Stalker can kind of hide around it. He throws a nuke, backs off when you Rocket Barrage, and play around it. It's just how to understand.
And this is why Caudle is so annoying. You try and stack, you're stacking for him.
Yeah, he's just going to keep on coming in and poking and prodding.
I'm telling you, this Aghanim Scepter is going to happen. It's the vision, the map hack strat.
Gets himself some more farm, and Phobos just going to keep on nuking as well.
Yeah.
This is the one thing that the main buff that Keeper got was this chakra buff, so it just costs less mana to use it.
Yeah.
In general,
yeah.
so you can,
that's really big because you have times where you just have no mana to chakra up.
It's always that, like, I need a chakra myself, and then you can have the next chakra. But now it's like, okay, it doesn't cost too much mana. I can use it on you first if you're going to go in for a kill, and then worry about my own mana later on. Silent, top lane. Here comes the first damage. Illuminate, not going to hit, but it hits the support! They made the wrong decision there. Should have gone for the backline and Phobos.
Oh, good juke. Timmy's coming in, Invoker. Cold snap. They might get it.
I don't think so. He's got a salvage ult from Diego. Illuminate comes back in. Aloha goes down. Silent also low. And the cast's going to chase him down. Resolution now in a bit of trouble. He's got a big creep wave on him, but he's going to shrug that one off and look to keep on chasing FNG.
Illuminate.
That voodoo restoration. Illuminate! Resolution! He's just man fighting. Cask in 3 seconds. Can he get the wand off? If he gets no, he's going to go for the voodoo instead.
He's buying time.
Oh my gosh.
Nice soccer. He could make it back in time. No,
Is he diving this? No, he's not. Aloha's like, dude, get back. Stop. Let's just chill. This is Russian Dota, but let's not go full Russian Dota.
Russian Dota, I've always described it as a bar fight. We'll see who gets more aggressive here.
Meanwhile, Illidan just free farming away bottom lane. 29 CS, 22 denies to the 10 CS of the Tide.
Russian Dota, you don't look at CS, man. You just look at kills.
Yeah, well, the kills happen in these other 2 lanes and these other 4 heroes, but then you have a player like Illidan who's like, I'm not going to play your style, I'm going to just sit here and farm while my team creates space for me. He's kind of going to be coming out of the woodwork soon and offering a lot to this VP.Polar team.
Illuminate spam is annoying.
Yeah, that's some
These supports might need to get tranquil boots. Might. They might. I don't know if they'll get that desperate, but you know, somehow. I know a lot of people ask for it, but the face boots change really irks me. I don't know why. I use a lot of face boots, and this flipping of the image really makes it hard for me to focus. Sometimes it's like, oh, this doesn't look right.
Volvo, please revert. Silent struck again. Silent has fallen back.
Always want to die. Well, he's like the highlight die, I guess. These guys are the names.
And bottom lane too at the same time. Tide! They bring down the Razor. That's a big kill to be getting. That Razor was
no
Ravage
used as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good kill.
So, good resolution so far has been doing a lot to keep his team in the game. His rotation top and now bottom lane to kill the Razor. Making the plays happen.
Yeah, he's back in mid lane, trying to get more plays going. And the good thing about VP.Polar is if they get on that place where they have the grip on Empire, well, I would call it grip, using arm wrestling terms. If they get the grip on them, they can just push it down with the chakra constantly refilling the Death Prophet's mana and stuff like that. They can keep pushing over and over. Refill Witch Doctor's healing. A lot of things as well. Double damage Yoki. Gonna see the Death Prophet. No one in the position to gank actually, so not gonna happen. No shadows for Phobos, so...
Mac's been struggling a bit mid. He's out-farmed by a roaming Invoker and also has the death to his name, so... Not normally the mid player for this VP.Polar team, and I think some of that discomfort may be showing.
Is going for Pipe. I don't think Vanguard, but it might be Pipe.
Yeah, I can't see it being a Vanguard unless he really wants the Crimson Guard. But
Pipe helps you push, right?
yeah,
So
I think the pipe pretty
here
solid
comes
choice
the roam
here.
again. Here comes the roam. Illidan, no, bye.
Yeah, nice tornado. Don't think they need a rabbit. Maybe save it for the TPs in. Illidan has 10 stick charges.
He's not gonna waste on that thing. Resolution, killing spree. Like you said,
Really
his
just keeping in.
rotations.
Resolution. Phase drums going very early game centric with his. Could go back for the Orchid still. But wanting to get... I think he realized how much he needs to fight now. And if he tried to farm an Orchid, it would take him too long before he could actually help his team out.
Oh, the roaming has been great so far. Aloha dance.
Yeah.
He's been trying.
And this Invoker has been roaming all across the map and is by far the most farmed hero in the game. So he's still getting his CS and is up there with the top CSs as far as the raise is concerned, but making up for it elsewhere in the kills and everything else he's getting for his team. So we'll have to see. This next nighttime for VP.Polar is going to be very important for them. Phobos needs to go big.
Yeah, Empire needs to pump up. They have the Titan Hunter first.
Not gonna say. Oh, it will! The tornado catches two! Even gets up a fade ball from the high ground. Resolution making the plays once more.
Gandalf takes a fall. And yeah, the drum's face boots really gives him a lot of mobility. He just scoops on through and...
I think he was going to get another right click off and kill the Rubik. He just needed one more right click, and even with the haste rune, he was in range for it until the tornado came in.
Oh gods, check out the vision.
This is so sad. The darkness vision. This tiny little circle.
Why do I buy wards for? Now,
Yeah,
now
I mean, that's
a
going to be the new
legit
thing in
complaint.
pub games. Support's like reversing Night Stalker. I'm not buying wards. They don't do anything. And again, they're going to smoke bottom. Illidan will not see this coming. He thinks he's safe. He's like, I've got a lane ward. They can't get me.
Apparition at 52% health, 54% mana. Thanks a lot.
Let's see hashtag stats for today.
Illidan, bye.
Illidan, goodbye, sir.
I think he just put down his keyboard. Okay, back to the fountain formation.
Man, Lil's like, okay, I gotta TP and try help out my buddy, but it's too late. Can't do anything. And Resolution gets even more out of his Invoker. Picks up a Staff of Wizardry now, so probably gonna see a 4-staff, but Yule's good. Dagon, sure, why not? Let's go Dagon.
Yeah,
I want to see a Dagon. You're owning it up. He has mana problems though.
Yeah, Aloha has been going along with these ganks, and because Razor is a solo hero, he's been giving a lot of EXP to the Rubik as well. So
yeah.
Rubik hits 6 now, and it's very good. A lot of supports, I think, was it Aoi or I think someone mentioned it before that some supports need to be played greedily, and I think the support players that play greedy are sometimes rewarded really highly. I think Kuroki used to be one of these supports when he was still a support on Navi. He just knew where to find all the farm. I believe EGM was one of more of them.
Yeah, EGM.
They just knew where to find the items, where to find the farm. And they just happened to have all of them.
Well, Silent's been using all this space to catch up in the jungle. Stacks all over, using the cooldown, using the level 4 flak as well. He's got multiple stacks in multiple locations, and this is the catch-up for him. There's nowhere safe top lane, but here comes the rotation through. I think VP.Polar have a pretty good idea of what he's been up to, but Silent, he's going to hide, although it looks like he may have his stacks stolen. Observer goes down, and it looks like, yeah, Keeper Light going to blast it. And he'll actually catch a Silent with it. That's going to be a dead gyrocopter.
My golems? No.
Yeah.
My
Invoker
golems
cannot
don't
do
do
much
enough
about that.
damage.
Invoker with a 4-star. I like this item build. Like, normally you think the Orchid as the go-to build, but against a Night Stalker, it's just not quite as strong, that build. The 4-staff you can always use even when you're silenced up. The drum's movement speed. You've got 2 items which give you movements, will give you mobility, and then can also be used even when you're being chased down by a Night Stalker and silenced up.
You want to check out what that Cosmo feels? Yeah.
He's going to be dancing his way to the grave, it looks like.
Yeah, he is.
Phobos is going to chase pretty far for this one,
Dance.
but... Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. Well, he tried. You ain't in Hawaii anymore.
Trying to get this bottom tier 1 tower, and may do so because VP.Polar is sticking around there. We'll see, maybe just him spam out this lane here. But they're going once more into the jungle. Exorcism, VP.Polar trying to now start using that 5, and we haven't really seen Mag get too involved yet, and deciding now is the time to get with it. Using this Night Stalker plus Death Prophet kind of death ball push.
Ravage call down could be pretty big.
Tornado could set things up as well.
FNG.
You've got to avoid those Illuminate, so if you start the fight like half HP because you get hit by an Illuminate, it's problematic.
Can get really, really troublesome. Has Yoki shown his blink tag yet?
I don't think so. I think this is a surprise factor still going on. But he's gonna probably reveal it sooner rather than later. Wants to make something happen, and we'll see bottom tier 1 tower get denied by Illidan. He's just picked up the casual ring of health and going back for what looks to be a BKB. This game has not been one of Illidan's better games.
Hello, head. Needs to carry TPs. Oh, getting slowed down there by the ghost. Yeah, we'll take him over.
Let the Aaron do the job.
Ashes with your friends. For a moment, I thought the ghost was gonna slow him enough. But no. Oh, Night Stalker, BKB first. No fun.
Yeah, I like the build. I like the Vlad's Rush, which I think it's TC for Fire's been doing. I think that's pretty good. I think the Tread's Midas. If you want to go late game, you need to get like a Midas too. But I think Midas is a bit optional. But
let's see. NS doesn't have to worry too much about popping Darkness anymore. I think that's one I could. He's using one of the voids to soften up Silent. If Silent gets too close, he could be finished off.
I mean, the BKB does counter all of Empire. I mean, we talked about Silent being just a magic damage dealer, and right now, cooldown is most of his damage because he is so far behind on farm. So, from that point of view, that you're going to be blocking 90% of Empire's damage with a BKB. But getting it this early means it's going to be, if you go to a late game scenario, you're going to have a 5-second BKB, which is not what you want against this kind of a draft.
Aloha Dance. He had a good start. Oh man! Blown up.
That first damage is too real.
Oh boy. Light and darkness combined. You're destroyed right there. Well, Gyrocopter, he's having one of those games where like you just resign yourself to fate, drag that BKB into your side shot, quick buy.
VP.Polar ahead by 5,000 net worth, so a very important game. These two teams both sitting on about 3 losses, I want to say, in Starladder, and both of them in the race for that top 4. They're kind of both just on the edge, and there's a good chance whoever wins this will be going to Kiev, and whoever loses it may not be going to Kiev, so very important match for both teams.
So Empire and VP.Polar both have a good chance to qualify.
At the moment, but whoever loses this could be indestructible. See Mag get picked off. This Death Prophet 0-3. That's okay farm, but has not managed to have.
The same way it is in Gyrocopter's game.
Yeah, the Gyro and Death Prophet are both in struggle.
Razor as well. Koto. Wow, that's big ultimates.
That's a mech though. This is a farm Koto. FNG will still die.
Always want to fly. Once again, space mates to the side there. Yoki, Batman's coming in. Resolution has to be run away really quickly. 10 seconds left on that 4-star. He has to TP right after. And will he get close enough? Yes, he will. There's going to be cold snap. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Go to low ground plasma fuel. He goes down. Big streak to take as well. Phobos. Mega kill.
That's a huge kill. VP.Polar. I mean, they were already ahead on farm overall, but they just shut down one of the bigger Empire heroes. They've managed to keep Gyro down all game long, but now ending the Invoker streak and showing him who's boss, that's going to go a long way right now.
Not using the drunk charges might have cost him there.
Yeah, small
he just
thing,
needed a small bit of time to force-stuff himself to the low ground. Terrycraft, but you know, could have mattered.
Yep.
Could have.
I agree. Yoki gonna try to do some stacks of those.
Has there even been a Ravage this game?
I don't think we have seen one.
Yeah, the LBKB's done, so Phobos is just gonna walk in and ban
Possible double BKB is basically done. Illidan just needs 200 gold and he's got his BKB, so this is not gonna be easy for Empire.
He was just trying to build up that hood and then he keeps getting ganked. So I was like, okay, I'm getting a BKB. You guys can go protect yourself from magic another time. And Death Prophet's been really shut down. Forced to go for drops instead of the eels first for more stability.
Well, that's a crazy thing. VP.Polar have had Death Prophet and Razor both at least somewhat shut down and having a bad game, but even so, they're still ahead by a big margin on overall farm. So they may be struggling on a few of their core heroes, but Gyro's struggling harder, and Razor still won his lane. Even though Razor's been ganked 3 times, he did win his lane ultimately.
Yep, and Keeper brings in Razor to push the lane. And yeah, we haven't talked about this Keeper's constant relocation, so if the Keeper gets a good enough amount of farm, especially with Egg Items, he could be anywhere. Bring people in to gank. So if it says about nearing nighttime, pull in the Night Stalker for a quick gank, you know, stuff like that. You can never be too sure where the enemies are.
Now, for me, VP.Polar I think is seeing pretty good right now. We haven't seen the Death Prophet do much, but that can so quickly change.
Cameras off.
Yep. No vision for you, Team Empire.
This is
Where's that?
What ward? This guy is just looking up for himself now. To the dark friend. Oh, BKB. Yeah, BKB. There we go. Resolution might have made a mistake. Forced off. Oh, they bait out a BKB.
Okay.
That's a win.
They will have to give it the top tier 2, it looks like. Although maybe they could look to fight it. Blink Ravage available. Smoke has been used on the Tide still, so he's not going to be scouted out by any Observer, although there isn't any on this clip anyways. And just trying to securely get this tower using the Exorcism. Glyph going to wear off, and here comes the Ice Blast. Blink Ravage catches out just Mag, and they're going to try to blow him up. They do succeed in doing so. Illidan with a BKB himself and silent. The poor Gyrocopter, he's in struggle town. Great death ward from Lil, perfect position. They've killed the Gyrocopter, but nothing more. And Illidan with his BKB wearing off. Great tornado from Resolution into an Anchor Smash. The burst damage is real. Phobos lifted up, brought down, and Lil trying to bring down a low hub. Will get him with the cast. One more right click. He's gonna get it, but they're gonna lose 5. At what cost? Always when a fly gonna die to the Maledict that looks like this Witch Doctor is balling out of control, but his team, not so much. 5-3.
Resolution puts 3 guys in the ground, so...
Resolution...
3,600 gold, wow. This guy, get up that Dagon you always wanted, my friend.
On the Invoker?
Yeah.
What's he got?
You didn't talk about that, you know? Ballin'. Well, he could go for his Orchid now, I think. But would you go for Orchid? There's 2 BKB.
No, he's going for a Hex or Linken's with this ultimate orb. Probably a Hex, I want to say, but we'll see.
Linken's is too easily breakable. Yeah. With the Eels, with the...
There's nothing you need to block with this game anyways. There's no lasso, there's no big single target spell to block.
Yeah. I think you get Hex building that ultimate orb for stats for now. But...
That's a big worry for VP.Polar, that fight, because that was their 2 10-second BKB fight. That should have been one of their best team fights of the game. You have 2 10-second BKBs, Empire have no items on Gyro, and you just get team wipes.
Something ancient apparition. Okay. Yeah. Oh no! Forcing another BKB time. Maybe this time he doesn't want to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
They get out of the cooldown slow. Phobos is going to need another void. So
swap. No, they just no, not. They get out of position.
Resolution too fast, too furious. This Invoker movement speed. He used his drum strats, Lysander. He's listening in, and we'll see Illidan if he can get out of this one. He's in trouble. Yoki going to blink forward. No, laid out.
Spits in his face, and down he goes. So, well, I would say that's dive. That's not something you should have been doing.
Oh, Coddle. Is he bringing someone in here, or what's the plan? He's going to just man fight against Resolution, Blinding Light, try TP himself out. They need vision. They got vision. Plasma field available. Not even needed.
And a little bit dance comes in, collects the uncharges.
Here comes the ball and Witch Doctor.
Oh, man. Where does this guy come from?
Oh no! He cancelled his death ward. Oh,
does Maledict go down?
Yeah, Ern is not going to heal him at all. Yeah, he's dead.
Man, this is Witch Doctor.
Resolution just still going nuts on this Invoker. He's 9-1 now. They lose both supports. I gotta say, this Witch Doctor is impressing me, even if he did end up dying there. He should have kept going with that death ward. He could have done some serious damage to the Invoker.
He's 5-2 and 7, man. You can't blame this support.
No. You can perhaps blame this Mag Death Prophet, which has been pretty abysmal this game.
Feeder miss.
0-4. Yeah.
Report.
Once you start falling behind, we saw at that top T2 tower, they just go on him. They don't care if he has X's on. They just blink, Ravage, and Ice Blast, and you're dead.
He's going BKB.
You're done for.
I think it's pretty mandatory at this point. It's a tough game whenever you fall behind as DP. You just get very demoralized. You get crushed very easily. But if you're ahead, you start taking towers, and everything's pretty quick. It's still a while before he gets his BKB though, so he has to be more patient when it comes to farming. Don't rush it out there.
Oh, Mag.
And get
Well,
killed.
that BKB could be even slower now.
Oh boy. Oh, missed that tornado. No running away.
Doesn't matter.
Please, guys. I haven't paid the deposit for this yet.
So Resolution is going to have a Scythe of Vice very
BKB
shortly.
for Gyro.
That's the thing. Silent, he's struggled. He hasn't done much this game, but he can a good kind of catch-up farmer with stacks, which we've kind of seen a bit of. Although he is still behind, I guess you could say. And for VP.Polar, it's a different draft, but so far this draft of theirs has not really succeeded too much.
Yeah.
I guess they were ahead in farm for a long time, but
it's just Invoker making plays.
yeah. Oh, dude, Resolution is hands down MVP already. Should Empire win this game? There's no question about that in my mind.
Space is made.
That's the thing. He's creating all this space, and like Silent, he's still not that farm. But Resolution is. If it wasn't for Resolution, he would like have an Ogre Club right now. No BKB.
Oh, Resolution.
Yoki is farmed out of his mind, all thanks to this Invoker as well. Those multiple ganks on the Razor saved his lane, because he had 10 CS to the Razor's 30 CS.
The Resolution is showing the world that a single player can make a big difference. Starts with you guys. Stop blaming your teammates. And the Scythe of Vice will be pretty huge if he can get a Hex on the Night Stalker before he gets his BKB off. Stuff like that. I mean, it's really strong. He can force in, hex him up, catch him out while he's still down.
And now you're at this stage where VP.Polar can't push, can't really teamfight against the Blink Ravage and the BKB Gyrocopter, not to mention the Scythe of Vice you just mentioned, so they're kind of forced to just sit back and farm their next couple of items. Farm up the Ags on the Razor, farm up Death Prophet's BKB, farm up Phobos' Aghanim Scepter. When they get those items, they have a bit of a better chance, but right now they're in farm mode. Like, you don't really want to be in farm mode when you had a 5k lead earlier, and you have this kind of pushing lineup. With the Death Prophet, you want to be taking towers, not going late game. Night Stalker falls off. Razor's not bad late game. I mean, Death Prophet's okay late game, but I feel like Empire with the Gyro and the Tide Refresher Ultimate are going to have a far superior late game.
Yeah, they just need to bring on the map hacks, man.
Yeah, well, Phobos is going for his.
Coddle's gotta step up.
I don't know about Coddle. Looks like Coddle's going to go for a 4-star.
Yeah, it's not stepping up to his game. Well, they turn off the lights again, and we'll see what happens. Any hanky here from Phobos.
More.
They're just gonna scoot away.
Stacking shenanigans.
Empire are sticking together, so it's good for them. Oh wow, stack.
Yeah, missed that stack, but there was just too many golems for this party.
It saves me. Don't really want to steal from it.
Yoki's like, can I take this? Do I get to Anchor Smash this? And Jar's like, please no, please no.
I've had a terrible game. You're 5-0, I'm 1-5.
Yeah. And Yoki's like, okay. You can have it. This is Silence Yasha. I mean, Yoki's could get a refresher pretty soon, but there we go.
Teamwork.
Silent now. Has money for his Yasha. And the BKB is still not up for Mag.
They're taking their ancients as well. Resolution is just leaps and bounds away from everyone else in network.
Still, you get one good team fight from VP.Polar, you kill the Invoker, and suddenly it's that big rubber band effect as things will maybe turn back the other way. Mag has to be careful with where he's farming. Resolution has, I believe, found him and is on hot pursuit.
Okay.
Nighttime hits, though. And this makes things a lot harder for Resolution. He's going to see the Night Stalker perhaps as well, although he may just go on the Night Stalker. Look for this kill. No.
Cold feet. Oh, the Ghost Wall is causing trouble. They de-ward that Observer ward, so less vision for the enemy team for pickoffs, and Resolution is still keeping his nose 10-1. Clean enough.
And suddenly it's Empire, top 3 farmers in the game on terms of net worth, all on their side. They still Well, they're even. They've been behind for a long time on net worth, but they've brought it back now, and definitely from a strategical point of view, just have the much better team fight, the AoE synergy of the Tidehunter double Ravage, the Ice Blast, and then Mocha doing what he's doing. But VP.Polar could use this vision advantage that Night Stalker gives them. We're going to see a Hex on the Mag. Death Prophet. It's pretty fast though. That's a nerf to the Hex where it doesn't give you as low movement speed as it used to coming into play there. A wasted BKB from Illidan though, and it looks like Resolution wants to re-engage.
No dust. And he does. Nope, there's a pact on Witch Doctor. This could be a big fight. Now they catch the next Doctor. Doesn't have BKB, but now still holding on to it. Now he goes back in. It's
pretty slow. That cooldown movement speed's slow. Really kicking in.
He really got right clicked down by Phobos. This guy hits for pretty hard now, especially with the Cycle Vice. It's not to be overlooked, especially if you're in here.
Forced to TP home and
wasting another BKB charge. I think that's what Resolution is doing. He doesn't want to blow his full set of spells if he knows he can't guarantee a kill. And sending you back home is even better because you can go back in here, unlike the buyback where you immediately spawn at your fountain and TP back to the nearest tower.
They force out both BKBs. I think from Empire's point of view, they're like, wait, if these BKBs get down to 5 seconds, we win team fights. 2 Ravages, you could just wait out the 5-second BKBs, have your double Ravages, have your Ice Blast, have your Tornado EMPs, and Suzi's going to get some extra spells as well.
Meatball.
VP.Polar cannot fight without BKBs. That's also why they're not contesting Roshan, because Illidan used his BKB last fight, only just came back up, and the Night Stalker, his BKB is still on cooldown, so VP.Polar could not contest Roshan, even though it's nighttime.
There's a... Alright, apparently there's a way to make the fight defense a lot easier to read, because I tweeted earlier on.
There's a console command for it. Yeah. I think it's a... Okay. Yeah, you can set how much information you want it to show, whether you like, because right now if you don't change it at all, it just shows like every single spell that was used. It will let you know if a Tengo was used during a team fight, which you probably don't want to know. I'm not sure. I haven't played around with it. Please give BTS team fight recap back. Phobos top lane. Good at BKB, but that is probably not a BKB he was wanting to use. Down to 6 seconds now, and he's dead. Team Empire.
These games are really hard to read, you know. First of all, we see, oh, hey, VP.Polar, they're gonna be crushing with his Night Stalker, blah blah blah, and then Empire takes to the this game, and then suddenly Empire is throwing more, you know.
Got his BKB at least, but
got him.
It's at base.
Interceptor stays in for a while.
Trying to make plays. Here's a big Ravage. Catches up 4. And Illidan, hexed up, did not get off his BKB in time. He's going to be too low. Oh no. Disaster, boys. Mag is probably going to go down as well. His BKB is still sitting back at base. Resolution has a cold snap. Goes to Lilith, said his BKB does not have mana to do anything really. He tries to BKB and right click. He's going to die, I think, with the cooldown slow. Turns and maledicts Resolution with the 4-star power to save his life. Oh dear. Disaster after disaster after disaster.
And, well, it's not over yet. They still have a couple of towers standing, a lot of buffer time for them.
It's not over.
One thing that surprised me is that Witch Doctor has his BKB, but he does get a lot of kills here and there, so it shouldn't be too surprising, especially with the goal swing changes. If you die with a lot of net worth, you could be giving up a lot of goals. So Resolution has to be very careful not to die to the wrong guy. And we need 30 seconds.
As the horses are going to go flying and... Nope, go, sorry. Let's see that the push gets stalled by the Illuminate. This is the thing, Empire ultimately are going to have to go to the ultra late game, but they're going to be up against 5-second BKBs, but ending the game against Keeper Illuminate, never fun.
Yeah, Yoki, building to his refresher op, he's very close, 700 gold from that, and once he gets that, it's double Ravage. I think the previous Ravage was beautiful.
Yeah. Well, Aloha Dance support Rubik going to be finishing his 4-star soon. You've got Always Wanna Fly working on his Ag Scepter, so even the Dire supports not doing all too well considering we're 33 minutes. They're actually the bottom 2 farmers, and that's one thing where VP.Polar have kind of spread their wealth a bit better. Witch Doctor making his own farm by getting kills, and then the Keeper of the Light, well, it's Keeper of the Light, 110 CS for FNG's Keeper of the Light. It just always happens when you're Keeper of the Light. You're countering pushes, you're spamming that Illuminate, you're going to pick up a good chunk of farm.
And Aloha Dance finishes his 4-star, so a little bit of escape maneuvers from him. I don't know, Phobos has an eye on him this entire game. So
yeah. It's just anti-Night Stalker items.
3 and 6. You know, it makes you almost think, should he get a Blink Dagger, blink into the trees and hide instead?
Well, I guess the good thing with the 4-staff is you can use it if he's already like latched onto you with a Void. You can still 4-staff away if you're taking damage. And you can save teammates, but all this wraparound resolution sees everything. He's trying to avoid revealing himself. Doesn't want to actually hit him with the Ghost Walk. He does scout the BKB too. So he sees that Death Prophet has the BKB and will probably let his team know.
Well, he can't deal with it because he does have gem. Keeper of the gem.
They want to get this tier 2 tower, it seems. 1 minute left on the Aegis. Demon Edge now for Silent, and actually Silent gonna pick up
FNG is going Axe first. No 4-staff for him.
On who?
Coddle?
On the
FNG.
Coddle.
Yeah, I see Mag.
He had a staff of Wizardry earlier.
Yeah, he must know himself now, unless he's going to BKB, which is not having Yoki. Getting Mono Leak. This is clever because he doesn't have mana for his Ravage now.
No Ravage! He's got one Ravage with the 1 charge probably. Nice Death Ward coming in, it's turned around, that's the Rubik Death Ward, they kill him 2, it's gonna be 3! Phobos melts! They lose the gem, it looks like it. Oh my god, it's a disaster. 5 down, GG score.
Whoa!
What? They even got the full mana leak on Yoki. He had just
How
one
did Gyro
Ravage.
afford an MKB all of a sudden?
They win the fight with 0 Ravages basically, is how I look at that.
Yeah, Aloha Dance, man. Look at it go!
The turnaround Witch Doctor ulti, and I mean, that wasn't even. At the end of the day, VP.Polar had no damage, had 5-second BKBs. Resolution, the MVP today, 11.8 fantasy points, but he helps Empire get themselves in a better position to qualify for the LAN finals here. Whew.
All tanks. You know, I think Aloha Dance had some good plays as well.
Yeah,
man.
he really did.
I think